I'm Trish with today's QOTD Question of the Day. Record your answer and join us on the show. Today's question is for you Aquamen and astronauts. Would you rather go on a space or a submarine expedition? Just imagine flying across the cosmos on an excursion through the universe or taking a deep dive into the depths of the world's oceans. Well, what's it going to be, fans? Space or sea? Introducing our first explorer, Becca.
I am terrified of the ocean, so going on a submarine expedition is a hard no for me. I don't like that I can't see my feet. I I don't like it. It's creepy. Everything about it's creepy. So I would go on a space expedition before stepping anywhere near a freaking submarine.
So I like her answer because really at the heart of it, she doesn't want to do either one. They're terrifying, and I completely agree with her. I'm not quite sure why she can't see her feet on the submarine.
I was gonna say the same thing. From what I gather, like, you can absolutely see your feet on the submarine.
The whole visibility aspect and just being scared of what's in the ocean is very valid. In the ocean, you know there's stuff down there. And you know it's... Well, I've seen the Megalodon documentaries. I know there's stuff down there. So that's scary. And I agree with Becca as well.
I've seen the Meg too in theaters.
JJ, did you have a favorite fan answer?
I did. So I found a very enthusiastic answer from Jay Ross.
Put me on space, baby. Space expedition would be amazing, man, because it's something totally different than what we experience every day. I would love to see what space looks like, what's really going on up there with the Earth and all that stuff. Astronauts, man, put me up there. I would love to be on space, man. It would be a dream come true, and I would love to check it out.
Even when I was a kid, I was like, I'm ready to be an astronaut. So Jay Ross, you got it. I respect the admiration for space.
I do feel like every little kid wants to be an astronaut at some point, but then you learn more about astronaut life, and it's like really not glamorous, right?
No, and that's just a product of the movies, I think. It
Totally.
seems like, yeah.
And that's the problem with submarines, Reed, is that there's just not enough good movies about how sexy it is to be in a submarine.
And Keith, did you find an answer from the fans that you really appreciated?
I most certainly did. My favorite answer is from Veronica, and let me just say, glug, glug.
I would rather go on a submarine expedition. I like the sea, I like submarine, I like the marine, I love the creatures and every experience that comes with it. I would prefer a submarine expedition than a space expedition.
She wants the familiar unfamiliar, right? It's like we can at least conceive of what it would be like to be in the ocean, and she just wants more of that, and I dig it.
Space is a whole lot of nothing. And after a while, exploring nothing, I'd imagine, gets really boring.
Yeah, no, I feel like we've been ragging a lot on the sea for a while, but it is really like a beautiful area, and for every image or video that's like the dark, murky depths, there's another one that's like a whole school of fish, the majestic creatures that you can see in the light. So I respect it.
How about you, Reed? What do you got?
An out of this world answer from Misha.
So I am not a good swimmer, and I already have anxiety when I'm like watching videos of people swimming or snorkeling or doing or just on the ocean period. So I'm gonna say no to the submarine. Definitely take me into space because I'm already an alien. I feel like I can fly. And then, oh my God, can you imagine seeing all these galaxies that we now know are out there? Yeah, definitely space expedition for me.
A lot to unpack with that one. I love the nonchalance of saying, well, I'm already an alien, so let's just go to space.
But I think it's really funny that what really concerns her is that she can't swim, and that's why she can't go in a submarine. But like, don't worry about it because your body is going to be crushed by the pressure anyway.
I know I was going to say the same thing. At the point where you are on a submarine expedition and you're forced to swim, it's over.
I think we have a certain perception of what space looks like. It's not going to be just like beautiful galaxies everywhere. It's going to be a lot of darkness.
Yeah, I was going to say you can't see multiple galaxies ever, let alone at one time.
We're saying that space is totally empty, but all this stuff that's coming out of Congress suggests that maybe it's not as empty as we think it is. And so you're going to go out there and it's going to be full of aliens.
But fans, if you have an answer to this question, definitely record using the links in the description, but be sure to do so before our Thursday Big Show Championship. Now I think it's time for our own opinions. So Keith, are you sea or are you space?
I am totally coming down on the side of C. But what I think would be really the killer is that if when you're in space, it'd be really boring, right? You're sitting in your little capsule and there's absolutely nothing to look at. But we know that the ocean has occasionally like a giant octopus or a kraken or a shipwreck or a rock or, something.
When you go on a submarine expedition, do you have to wear something like to pressurize or depressurize or something, or do you just enter the vessel?
Yeah, you need to dress like one of the Beatles from the late 60s, but that's it. You just get in and it just goes.
Oh, you get it? Okay, so I'm going C then for sure, because that whole suit and the hat thing you have to wear when you go up in space, it just seems hot and uncomfortable, and I don't want to do that. So I'm definitely
right.
Team C.
I'm also going to come down on the side of C, because when you're exploring such vast expanses, you're going to find something relatively quick. In the same way, when you're out in space, it takes people years. James Cameron found the Titanic in like 2 hours.
Also, there's a wide variety of creatures, so it won't take long to find stuff. And the stuff that you'll find, it's like ranging from sharks to octopi to eels to coral. There's just a lot to find down in the depths of the sea.
Octopi, you're very fancy.
I thought that too.
All being said, I am still going to come down on the side of space. And I think I always have had dreams of being able to do a spacewalk, like being tethered in and just being able to like float. We are completely forgetting that Earth from like up in space is very beautiful from what I've seen. Like you can see so much. You have the clouds, the ocean. I think the view of the Earth would be enough for me. And that would trump any ocean creature that I could see.
You know what? You've kind of convinced me now too. I'm like flip-flopping. But yeah, I think just to see Earth from that perspective would be really life-changing, really cool. Seeing a giant squid, I don't know.
Yeah, and Reed, you're not going to be able to see your feet in the ocean, apparently.
And what a view that would be. So
record your answer using the links below and make sure that you subscribe, follow, or register so you can get new questions and announcements right in your daily feed.
Yes, thank you everyone who's watched, voted, and recorded so far. Remember, the top voted answers make it onto the air for our Thursday Big Show, so vote and record away.
And if you love QOTD, you can say thanks by commenting, sharing, liking our channel, or if you really love what you see, go ahead and click that thanks button on YouTube. And if you send us a thanks, we'll give you a shout out on the air.
thank you everybody for watching. Today's question of the day: would you rather go on a space or a submarine expedition?
But what if you could go on a sea expedition in a spaceship?
Or a space expedition into the sea.
Ooh.